Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back again with Transport Fever Peninsula. Now, it's come to my attention that actually this isn't formation orca diving going off the front of these ships. No, they're throwing the carcasses of dead orca off the front of the boat at a periodic fashion, for they are contraband and therefore not permissible. As yet, we have yet to see a passenger ride on this new line. I'm faintly optimistic we will at some point before the end of time, but possibly not until I've got something a little speedier. You've got none, and you've got none. They've been running for about 4 months. No, they've been running for close to 6 months. And as yet, no bites in terms of anybody wanting to ride on it. But it was worth doing anyway, because it was worth doing. The new commuter routes seem to have bedded in a little, however. We've not got so many people using the one moving toward the station at Waterdeep, but certainly everything else coming in is starting to build up in terms of the number of passengers riding on that service. So if we can take a quick look now and see if it is still as painful as it was previously. Gen 2... it's gone. There we go. We've removed it from the list and added a fresh one instead, which was our new passenger liner route there, which is a delight. Hill Valley to Sherma Air route. That's really odd. Why is that not operating, especially when it's got the Super Constellation on there? That's quite a nippy plane there. Don't know. Shouldn't be losing money. It's not that old. It could simply be it's just too expensive, or it could simply be that the frequency is low and therefore it's got low levels of demand. If it's not careful, I will replace it with Dakotas, because the Dakota is to be trusted and has made us plenty of money over the fullness of time. So there's that to consider. Right, we'll have a quick look at the finances and then I'll extend to you the level of knowledge required to understand what's coming up today. Last year we made 18.2 million, and that's after spending 7.5 million on construction and another 4 million on bulldozing some stuff. Oh dear. And then did we buy some new vehicles? We did, didn't we? We did buy some new vehicles. There you go, another 7 million on vehicles. So we made quite a bit of cash, all told. I sunk all of that into the loan, because I'm sensible that way. I'd rather not be spending things on interest, given half a chance. But anyway, today, passengers. Not sure where, not sure how, but that's what we're going to do. So, in order to find a suitable passenger line to focus on, we'll look at one of the lines that are currently broken, and it's these Gen 1. Well, I say broken; they're just not making any money. Gen 1 Arkham to Ironforge is carrying 72 passengers but losing money, and that clearly means that it's running something flipping ancient. So it is the Bingo Hazmat. We will go and have a look at it as it trundles along in that way that it does. Now then, what sort of distance are we talking here? It's actually a very short distance route, this one, and saying that you're going to do this line today, you've opened yourself up to really quite an expensive move here, because because it's a Generation 1, it's got a terminus going on there. I can see exactly what I want to do. And you can see it as well, can't you? You can see exactly what I want to do. I want to bulldoze this station, replace it with a through station, and then continue the straight line up through there. And if we're very lucky, it won't be horrendously expensive. However, being very lucky is not something that comes naturally here. So what are we looking? 850, 750. Who knows? Probably not. 750, another million, bit of action through there. Well, there's two schools of thought here, and that is we can go very, very carefully and make sure that we get this absolutely right, or we can go in, sledgehammer swinging, and just make it happen. I'm just letting that train clear out a little bit, and then pause. Now then. Let's first turn the bulldozer off and see what we can do simply by upgrading the station. Not a lot. Actually, we have to change the station type. If we change this to a through station here, we'll even give them a brand new, less classy, modern station complex look, appeal, feel, and see how they like that. They don't. Good. And then planner group, course. Yeah, it's totally needs some planner group on there. 2 tracks, yeah, that'll be plenty. It will go further in the future, but not today. Yeah, there's too much information in there. I don't want to get around messing with that. Let's just do it this way. All right, whack a hole in there, fling a station in. Now then, what do we want? We don't need an underground station because they're for people that really like ugly stations. The ultimate station. I don't know why I install some of these things. I really don't. I'm too long in the tooth, and I don't invest enough time off camera to actually go and investigate how these things work. Right. I want you in here. Look at all those lovely road connections that you've got to play with. That's going to sit in there absolutely gloriously. Let's upgrade the track type to high speed. Do we want it electrified? Maybe in the future. Do we want it electrified now? Maybe in the future. Right, sling that in there. Right, that was flipping painless. So we can now unpause again because the train will continue to do its thing, and I can press on without any real loss of earnings. That said, we have got loss of earnings coming as I whip through there with gusto. Now then, Toontown would appear to be the best connection we could get here, but I think Toontown's got its own problems, hasn't it? Firstly, it's up the side of a mountain. That's difficult. Secondly, we got this that's got a tunnel there. That would be where I would want to connect to. Does this already go to Zion? I don't think it does it? No, it zips around the corner here. We do have a Zion kind of a branch out option open to us later on. This one would probably... Ironforge might be just too much of a corner to take, but you also get Twin Peaks there as a separate branch. Okay, this is all very exciting. I'm very excited. Let's play the game and see what we get. Now then, we're going to go without catenary. I will probably have to add it later, but right now we're going to try going without it. If I can get around this corner without having to terrain alignment collage, that'll be great. Now that's the most aggressive corner I can take there. This tunnel is about to be forfeit, which is really sad because it goes the entire distance underneath the station. Losing the buildings, well, I mean, that's easy come, easy go, but not being able to make the corner is a shame. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that bit of road's in the way as well. Yeah. Oh, woe is me. Right, well, how are you going to fix that then? Just give me a quote, would you? 1.85 million to do the lot. I only really want to do this corner, Gov. I don't really want to knock out all of it. I mean, that bit's going to have to go anyway. Is that any cheaper now? Yes, it's cheaper by the exact amount that you just bulldozed. Oh, dear. Right, just sling that to there for now. And then let's parallel it up. And don't worry there, AI friend. We will come up with a way for you to continue what you were doing. Yeah, I know someone was probably using that, but they'll be able to use it again in a moment. Get rid of a little bit there so that we've got enough room. Give me the road, and connect her up like that. Just like that. It's just going to work perfectly. First time we've put a little bit of sinkage in there, and that's fitted back in without too much crying. Right, where the heck am I going? Iron Frog. Oh, look, I'm even pointing the right way. Now then, we're going to try and avoid... I say try because it's not going to be easy. We're going to try and avoid roller coastering this too much. But we are going to need to be going downward for the entire distance, because Iron Forge is at a slightly lower declination of something. Gen 1 Arkham Iron Forge is broken. Well, it shouldn't be. I fixed it. Is it because you're trying to get into the wrong platform, perhaps? I suspect it probably is. What's your issue? Try again. There you go. See, someone said just push the hammer, it'll fix it. And I went, all right, okay, I'll push the hammer once in a while. What do you know? It works really quite painlessly. Yeah, okay. So we are going to need to go downhill as we wend. But I don't want to do that, right? Okay? I mean, even though I wouldn't have... Crumbs, that can't possibly be right. No, it's not. That's why. That's me hitting N with gusto. Okay, no, apparently that is right. Ew. Right, okay, well, maximum downhill. You've got maximum downhill. Oh, this is going to suck. Okay, alright, well, you know, that's life. Alright. Now that we're past the aggressive corner, let's go with... I'm going to use this as the lead track. Let's go with... That's nice. That's okay. Yeah. Let's try and maintain as much speed as possible. Now, 75, I think we can do a little better than that. Just to set your expectations, my aim here will be to run the Alco on this, assuming I've got any money left to my name at all after having done this next section. Well, there's going to be your problem. You're going to be about the right height to tackle that, and then it's just nothing but this ruddy great valley. Well, progress demands that we get across there, so you know you're just going to have to suck it up. Okay. All right, now where are we headed? We're headed there. All right. Well, the angle's all good. Just let's crow flies it. Actually, that quote's not too bad. I might be able to... I might take that. Now, we are aggressively downhill there. What if I go less aggressive? We've saved ourselves some money. The bridge doesn't look too bad either. Oh, hello. I think we might be onto something here. I'm going with box girders, by the way. You know, bit of variety. Keeps everybody fresh. Keeps all the jolly green complainants well and truly in check. And we come out there and we can make that last bit. There we go. It's not often that you get a price check where it goes, I'd like to charge you a not unreasonable amount of money for this one. Gonna go oh, hold on. Oh, maybe I miscalculated. Can you connect to there? It really looks like it can. If it can't, we do have some backing up opportunity available to us to tweak that, but there's no real getting away from the fact that this is a straight downhill kind of an operation that we've got going on. Right, let's bulldoze this because we don't want the AI getting funny ideas. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you. Ah! No. Yeah. No. I just want shot of this bit of road here. Look, you're sat on a bit of road, so you have to go. You're sat on the road, so you have to go. $500,000. You are too, so you have to go. That means we can kill that. Right now, then, if we isolate that, I'm not overly confident that this is going to work, but we'll give it a go because for a cost of a couple of K. It's worth a spin. All right, $500,000. That's cheaper than you were quoting me, so we'll take it. I reckon I could probably squeeze a bit of rail through there, don't you? Watch me. I'm even tempted at this stage, although give it time, to wang in a level crossing here. What do you mean there's too much slope? There flipping isn't. There's not too much slope. Where are you creating an enormous lump in the track? You're not. Track, road, same thing. Would you mind? Look, you know already that I only have a finite amount of patience, and that at some point I'm just going to go, oh, stuff it, and nuke the entire area. Given the option to do it from orbit, I probably would do. But regrettably... Right, there you go, do that. Get rid of this. There you go. Almost there. Right. Well, maybe a little bit of road here will allow us to facilitate a less than absolute level of destruction. There can't be too much slope. Just do yourself a favour and avoid the destruction of the many. For the destruction of the many cometh, and I am the destructor. Do that? Yeah, there we go. Right. Stick that in there. No. No, and that apparently is a main connection, which is rather surprising. Could be a main connection because I've destroyed all the other connections already. That's plausible. I don't think that's going to accomplish much. There you go. Ahaha. Right. Well, ahaha. You sure? No. I want to get rid of that bit. I want to get rid of that bit. And then actually I'm blessed at the moment by only having 600k in the bank, because that means I can't just get rid of it. That means that I can't delete anything above and beyond the target. There, you see? Right. Where the heck are you going? Up there, look. Look, it's laid out for you. You've just got that bit to do. Ooh. 400, 175, yeah, okay. Ah, that's a bus stop. Not for long. There you go. Yeah. Terrain alignment collision with the bus stop. Alright, well, delete that side of it. Just squeak it in here. Just a little... You're even less compliant now than you were before I bulldozed the bus stop. Go on. I need like a millimetre of road there in order to just get rid of that bit. We'll worry about laying everything back out again after. All right, okay, let's hit the bank. But look, you've done ever so well so far. You've behaved yourself beautifully in not absolutely shredding everything. 1.85 million. That's a small price. Don't you dare. 450k. All right, if you have to do another 1.5 million, then I have no sympathy for you in the slightest. Can we now get rid of that? There we go. Ha! Right. Okay, train time. Let's carry on up here as she goes. Now that is too high. But is that? Yes. Oh, phooey. Okay, right. Well, in that case, aggressively uphill. That's what you've got. We're going to swerve through that which I have compulsorily purchased. Keep going. Yep, we are going to need to bridge this. There you go. Do that. Just lock it like that. Now, what I'm looking at here is I've got the tunnel mouth there, so I'm going to try and aim for that, and then hopefully, without doing too much bulldozing. I say bulldozing of... No, bulldozing's the word. Bulldozing of the pre-existing track there, we can make a connection. Can you make a connection? No. How far short are you? Oh, about 4 feet. Okay, alright, well, in that case... And that wasn't coming super aggressively downhill, so it can up the tempo a little bit to do this last connection. The real problem that we're going to have is that this is going to be very slow going in one direction rather than the other. Right, there we go. That's made the connection there. We now just want to double check which side we're actually working on. Left. Okay. And then down we come. Alright, okay. It's a cute little route. But more importantly than that, it actually connects up 2 routes together. So even though passengers have to change, it should be strong enough to drive a little bit of extra demand at both stations. And if you're driving demand at both stations, it means that you're also quite likely to get a reasonable level of town growth as a result. And once you get town growth, you get more passengers. And then when you've got more passengers, you fill out your trains a little bit more. And they make more money, so you can go bulldozing more towns to get them to do all of the same kind of stuff as well. How are we doing for cash? You got 3 million left. How much did I borrow? Don't know. You didn't really count. You just did that thing you do sometimes where you just click rapidly until you go, yeah, that'll do it. And then you go and spend it all, and then you come back for a bit more. Right, 2.5 million left in the bank. That's the connection made. Good, 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 good. We now have the route down to Arkham, and frankly, let's modernize it. Let's get rid of all of this. Yeah, sorry there, main connection. Your life is forfeit. For progress cometh with a mighty hammer and a swing. A swing of the mighty hammer. The swinging hammer of might is coming, and woe betide those whom in its way get, for things. Right, good. Yes. Now we've got a bit of a lumpiness going on there. Now we do have an additional train. I mean, look at that. That's clearly a junction that was fashioned because it had to be. So let's. Where's the actual junction here at the moment? It's there. Right. Let's back all of this lot up a bit further. Now I might turn this into quad track in the future, but for the moment double will suffice. But I will use both sides of it to facilitate an ease of queuing, because we're going to want multiple trains on this route. Now, in the old days when we put this together, we put it together by going, now very gently, don't spend any more than is absolutely necessary to get it there. Now, if we take a little sharp corner here, then that's going to help beautifully. And then we take another little sharp corner there, and that's also going to be amazing. And you end up with this wonky old track that is made of rotten things, and it doesn't work. Now, however, we use the beautiful shiny track, and we just kind of go, straight line, you say? Yes, Gov, you got it. Now then, let's peel off here and get you round onto there. Yeah, you feel happy about that? Well, we'll redev it in the future, but that's fast enough for what's running on there at the moment. But we will rock the double track, because that way it's done, and we can fashion the roads around it. I mean, it's like this as well. I mean, look. I mean, what practical purpose does that serve? Well, it allows vehicles to go from. Don't be clever. Right, I'm not going to double slip that because we shouldn't need to do so. But that's looking pretty respectable. Okay, right. Signals or road? Signals. Let's do signals first. Okay, right. Fling one on here. Fling one on there. Okay, that does that. Now, we're going to need a bit of queuing space here, because obviously you've got merged services by this point. So we'll stick one about there. How far does that go? It's not far enough forward. Yeah, but the only thing it's going to block is stuff that's coming this way anyway. So it's, as much as it might overlay the points, it won't block anything that could otherwise pass through. We'll stick one about there as well, just to create an additional piece of block. Right, and then I don't know, one about there. Yeah, feels good. And then one about here, because I don't know. And then obviously we're going to want to single track this back up again. Later, my friend, later you will be turned into something glorious and modern, but not now. Right, back on a signal tip. We'll stick one just before the station on both sides. Won't need it, but doing it anyway. And then we'll stick another set up here. Yep. How many trains are you thinking of running on this thing? Oh, that's a very good question. I'm glad you asked it. Wow, you asked yourself. So clearly you've got an idea of an answer in mind. Hold everything. Oh, what are you thinking now? I'm thinking you leave this alone and let the passengers change train. Yeah, but you see, then we're going to need to be able to change track. Do we think that's going to be likely? You might just be able to squeak one over onto the other. But again, I don't necessarily think, okay, it's worked. All right. Shh. Just leave that alone. That appears to have worked as intended. Good. Right. We'll worry about something more robust when the time comes. Alright, there we go. Is that enough? Yep, that's more than enough. Right, okay, now then, let's get the... let's get some road plumbed in here. Now, what have I got left in the whole slush fund? I've got 30 million quid to play with. I'm going to buy 2 trains and upgrade 1 more. And I want to turn this into somewhere that can actually be built upon. So that means smoothing this out, and that is not going to be cheap. Although that bit wasn't actually too expensive. Oh, see, we've gone in. It's happening now. You are going to want to beef that up, though, and that certainly won't be cheap. Are you going to do that now? I've only got $1.5 million in the bank, so if it does end up being horrendously expensive, we'll just stop. See, okay, yeah, yep. Just a little dab here and there, and then switch to the smoothing gun to do the heavy lifting. Well, you say that. It's the refinement. The refinement is being done with the smoothing gun, having done the heavy lifting with the slightly more brute force tool. Now then, let's plumb the roads back in here. Now then, have we got a gap here? Would be brilliant. A gap here that doesn't kill anybody's house would be splendid. Although I have to say, pal, I think your house is done for. I know it's very sad. We're all going to be sad to see the end of your house, but we need to come through. Progress kind of demands it. Right, time to make an extraction. Right, 6 million will do for now. You sure you're going to be able to put the Alco on this? You know, it's not a cheap train, right? Well, however cheap it isn't, we'll power through and somehow we'll manage. Right, you're going to put a level crossing in there, are you? No. All right. Can we do a tunnel that's not quite as horrible? Yes. Yes. It's still quite horrible, though, isn't it? Yes, it is. No. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, hold on. Think about this again. Instead of doing it the way you were doing it, which was a silly way to do it, let's go down here. Right. Like that. Just, no. Not going uphill. Going on the flat. Yep. Okay. Is that enough headroom? Maybe a little lower. That is clearly enough headroom. Alright. Okay. From there. Alright. Now, I've no idea if this is going to work. It should do. And then down there. Like that. See? Worked flawlessly. You still have to go down 2. That's a bit of a drag. Ah, but you are still tunnelled when you get to the other side. And you're on the flat. Whatever I just did there was well, worth it. Okay, well, we've got our bit of tunnel here, so now we just need to wang that into something where it makes any kind of a sense of itself or anything. That works. You haven't bridged, have you? No, you haven't. Good. We've got this bit of embankerino going on here, which I think we will now erode significantly using the erosion tool. We're simulating nature over the course of tens of thousands of years in tens of seconds. Science, ain't it grand? Go on. There you are. Right, now hook that up onto this, and then people will be able to do things with progress. Oh, okay, try it again. Because that worked before. You're going to have to remove another building. I don't want to remove another building. Why? Why, when I managed to get this to work a moment ago, are you now going, well, we've had another look at it, and we're going to have to take something else out as well. Okay. Well, no. Don't. No, it was fine before you used this. Once you used the smoothing tool, all bets were off. Yeah, all right. Well, someone's house is going for a Burton, so take your pick. If we can get this to lay in at all in the slight, there are days, you know, where for as spectacular as this map is, it doesn't half wind me up. Just all right. If we do it this way, yes, that bit of road is awful, but we have actually created a junction which is not in a great place. Right, do that again, but, you know, You know what the saying is. Do it again, but better. Yeah, do it again, but better. Right, there you go. Stick that in there. Wang that over here. Don't give me any old guff about there being collision or any of that kind of rubbish. Right, good. Now, where does this go? Where doesn't it go? Oh, dear. It would be super if this was flat. But obviously it just isn't. Right, we'll make that flat, and then we'll whiz that over there. And as long as it doesn't bridge, then all's well. And then we'll just give this max tempo, please. There we are. Bring some of this up to the level that would be appropriate, and then hopefully that can figure itself out. Of course, that is not the only bit of road that I have destroyed today. So let's go and do the others. Is that it for this bit of road, though? Yes. Okay. Small note, just while you're in the area, go ahead. You got a depot anywhere? You got a depot that you're thinking of using for this? What, a rail depot? That's the sort that would be valuable at this time. No, not as such. No. Okay, well, you're going to want to start thinking about that. Okay, all right, I'll start thinking about it. Oh, hold on, we might be able to get this under the bridge. It's not very high at this point, but well, hold on, we'll do this bit. Tell it no, I want to go under the bridge. Thank you very much. Yep. No. Oh, what a shame. However, you might be able to get. I don't know what you're trying to do there, road, but honestly, there's times for this level of enthusiasm, and this is not one of them. Oh, swerving around the bridge pillar. Excellent. Traffic death black spot there. Yeah, that's going to take out people on a recurring basis all year, every year. They're going to be a little bit under the influence and paff into a bridge pillar. Well, we lay these things out largely out of Darwinism, just to weed out those for whom civilization really has no further use. Look, I've had it with bulldozing buildings that are perfectly vital, apart from that one. No, I hated that one anyway. Shall we upgrade this to something a little bit more robust? No, we won't. What we will do is we'll try and get this round here. It's trying to snap to the bridge. You kind of go, don't try and snap to the bridge. That'll work if I can take this back a little bit. Can we take this back a little bit? Yes, sir. For 1.6 million. You really don't get it, do you? You don't get that, there's better ways to do this. No, don't take out the... Give me the tiddler. There we go. There's the tiddler. All right, do that. Yep. Okay, now, if we... I might actually not have needed the tiddler there. This might work on it. Oh, hold on. Oh, no, we're round. Okay, can I actually get rid of... No, you can't. I applaud you trying it, but no, that's... You're just going to have to settle for that. Oh, that's painful. Can we upgrade this? Yes, we can. And this one? Yes, you can. This one? Yes, you can. That one? Yes, you can. Oh, brilliant. Have I upgraded to the right one? Debatable. Right, one more bit to do. This bit still needs doing. Okay. This, of course, is the solid gold entertainment standard that is building roads in town. We do this occasionally, and every time it's a ruddy delight. Keep that flat, please. And then slice this one in here, like so. Are you going to place so much road that there actually isn't room for any housing? No. The AI will make it work. For in the AI we trust. You're putting an awful lot of trust in some wonky AI that won't let you just sling a bit of road in without bulldozing half a town. It's not the AI choosing to do that. That's life. How about that? Yep. Okay, and then do you think we can? Do you think we can? Oh, I think we can. Go on. There you go. Lovely. It would be super to get a bridge over here, though. I mean, it would genuinely be lovely. I don't think we're going to be able to, but we might be able to. We aren't able to. Hold on, wait. It's tempting. It's going for it. There we go. There you go. We can do a bit of that. Yeah. Now, when I've got more money, what exactly when you've got more money? You're going to revisit this? Lies. You never revisit things. Only when you've decided that something else needs completely wrecking do you ever revisit anything at all. There was a bus stop here, just FYI. You're going to put it back in? Well, when I shut up. Yeah, I think I might. Actually, I think what I should have done there was stick a full-on bus stop in there. I don't think it will fit now, but we can have a look. And if it doesn't, we'll just stick a non. Yeah, you see, that's not going to play. That's not going to play ball. You could get it in over here, though. Yes. Do you think it will inherit that one? I think it might. Although here would be better. Yep. Yep, there we go. Try that. It's inherited it. Good. All right. Now, I mean, a supplemental collection through that building would be excellent at this stage, but I think we'll leave it alone. I've tempted the AI to do a little bit of judicious bulldozing through there as well, if it can be bothered. We no longer have any broken routes, which is a surprise. Right, okay, last section. We've got this primary route here needs sorting out. We're going to have to let's get this backed up a smidge. And actually, all of this is loathsome, so we'll fix that as well. Nature abhors a curvy line, as well you're aware. Right, okay, now then, country road. Let's go for nice big fat country road, despite the fact that it's a terrible idea at the moment, because this will... it has the potential to cannibalise the use of the train. Right, there we go. I've actually got that to take, which is, surprising. Then through twiddling with angles, I managed to get it not to take again. Concrete bridge. Yep, take it. There we go. Okay, and then you just hook up onto there. Right. Oh, look at that. Ain't she modern? And then you straight down there through like that. Yeah. Okay, all right. You don't have to voice your opinion like a 5-year-old would do. I flipping do. Go on, keep going. It's quite an extensive bridge. Yeah, I know, but it's modern. Ooh, and so forth. Right, you need to come along as well. I'm going to endeavour to snake you underneath this bridge. Are you? That sounds exciting. Snake. Right, pull it back a little bit. Yep. All right, and then continue this way, because then you can run in parallel with the track for a little while. I don't think anything other than AI traffic actually uses this road, but, it's... if they're in for a penny, in for $200,000, so, that's a something there. You up here, that's it. Right, well, it's a modern masterpiece, is what that... Yes, it is. It's not an eyesore, it's a modern masterpiece. I may even go so far as to finish off my masterpiece there. I'm going to. No, we're going in. I haven't done it for a little while. We'll go in now. The random tree brush. How dare you? Right, and then have at it! Yeah, I know, we clipped the track there. I'll sort it out in a moment. Yeah. Masterpiece. Keep going. Dun 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 dun. That's the tree gun song there. Masterpiece. Do a little bit along the embankment here. Oh, super. Yep. Do a little bit. Hold on, that needs smoothing first. Yeah, must be done. Yep. Oh, splendid. Now, you see, the options that present themselves here to us now, themselves, theirselves, the selves, we could go with maybe some little sound barriers, maybe a few delicate rocks, an occasional bush, and changing the texture or just tree gun it. Ha ha ha! And afterwards it'll look great. There you go, trees. And some trees. And fill in this corner here because it looks weird without it. Trees. Maybe just a smidge of tree action lining the road. Oh, look at it. Trees. And yeah, take it as far as there. And the corner. Yeah, that's a little copse of trees there, which has fond memories. Take it easy. Yeah. Also, we want to know why this is a barren wilderness. Well, maybe what if it wasn't? Right? What if it was just slightly more sparse? You know, it's male pattern tree sparsity. There you go. See? Sparsity. That's what that is. Does that look hand-drawn? It does a bit. There you go. Yes. Just, and, yeah. Random tree here and there, and everything works out well. You know what's fortunate? It's fortunate that the tree gun is free to use. Because I love that thing. Right, now then, let's... oh, dearie me. Let's take a chainsaw to some of these. There you go. And, of course, the manual thinning only adds to the sense that this is all realistic. Yes, it does. Yeah, that looks pretty good. You got another bit up here needs a trim. Yeah. That's pretty good. And then you get this. See? That's the result you get from that. Flipping brilliant. Right, let's turn things back on. Let it bed in for a second and buy some train. What train are we going to buy? Oh, well, we did say the Alco, didn't we? And we've got a depot. Oh, wonderful. Well, first off, we should upgrade Hazmat and get that into the modern era. Yes. Although, looking at this now, there are rather a lot of people at this bus stop. Where are you going? We go to Iron Frog. Okay. Commuter Iron Frog. This isn't Arkham. This is Iron Forge. Oh. And, yeah, that's the commuter service in Iron Frog. And then you're going on the intercity Iron Frog to Asgard. Okay, 100 people. Where's Asgard? I might have bulldozed the route there. Asgard's down there. No, you can zip down there. That's not a problem. Also, I should probably bring these roads up to date. That's a thing I've been doing occasionally from time to time. Use the appropriate piece of road and just, you know, let's clear it up. Clear it all up here. That's it. Yeah. Modern. Right, that's a bit better. A bit more. Yeah, a bit more. Concentrate on the train. Look, come on. This episode's gone on far long enough already. I don't know why we've got a bus stop up here or why something is servicing it, but it is. I obviously had some kind of a plan for that at some point, which I've subsequently forgotten about and or ignored. Right. Arkham Ironside, Iron Forge. You're 31 years of age. It's replacement time. Right, I've got 2 million quid and a further 20 and change in the bank. And we're going to go for one of those. Will we go traditional or will we use the New York Central? I do like the New York Central. It's a very nice livery. Oh, we could go New Haven instead. As you wish. Right, that's 9 million quid. How much did you say you got left? 24. Okay. I know we want some passenger stuff on here. Now, tread carefully, because you don't want to get this wrong. Everybody complains when you use the wrong coaches with the wrong stuff. We could use the New York ones. Not on the New Haven consist you can't. And also, they're quite heavy. I think you could probably use one of the more modern. There's Chesapeake, Ohio. There's New York Central 20th Century. Yes, Pennsylvania Railroad. I don't think I've ever used this one. Now, I know it's not appropriate for the New Haven line, but I assume it's not appropriate. $1 million each? Flip heck! Right, I'm going to want 8 of those. 7, maybe. 6 gets me, what, 84 capacity? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How long is that? That's 1/10 of a mile. There we go. That's 7. Yes. We want enough passenger capacity on there for it to... What? Tyrone and Hazmat are having a conflab. I think Tyrone's probably on the wrong track there. Right, leave that up there because we're going to buy it in a minute. Right, where are we? Right, there's that. Yes. You're on the wrong track. Oh, hang on, everything's on the wrong track. Everything's broken. Wait. Why? Okay, well, look, we can fix that. We can just turn everything into one-way signals, and we will be fine. You just pass some perfectly acceptable signals. Right, you one way, yes. You one way, yes. Good. Right. That now is... This is now hosed. Turn around, clear off. Right, you're on the wrong track. All right, take the passengers back where they came from. Explain to them what it is you've done, and be sure to be contrite about it in the process. You, meanwhile, you're lost. You can't get back to where you're trying to get to. Yes, you can. See, you've figured it out. There, see, bright lad. And I think you're going to be next on the agenda item list as well. Right, up the tempo. We haven't got time to wait for some aging steam train to get its life in order. Also, while you're about it, there's no point deploying brand new hardware on here if you're not going to... Yeah, fix that. Fix it. You haven't got any points in there. Oh, okay, because we're going to need the third stop on there, aren't we? So up to tune and add tune. Right. Now we're talking. Now we've got ourselves a ball game. Now we've got ourselves a ball gown as well. Right, you are now the Gen 2 arc iron and further places. Tune. I'm going to have to come up with better names for these before too long, because otherwise I'm going to be linking together 86 different stations. Right, okay, good. Now then, I need to replace you with something, wunderbar. 17.4. Turn that on. Replace now. I need 16 million. Now, you're not getting a lot of cash back from that, are you? Okay, borrow. Where are we? October. Yeah, we might well be maxed at the end of the year. Yes, that's possible. We've got enough for another one. Have you? Where'd you figure that from? If it cost us 16 million to do that, or it's just rolled past the start of the month, as long as I've got enough, we're going to stick another one on there. Because this will be a proper banker. Will it? Proper banker, this will be. Right, no. Oh, no, I tell you what, let's run multiple different styles of train on here. Obviously, when it auto-replaces later on, they'll unify, but for a good decade or two, it will be absolutely peachy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Set line onto the Gen 2. No, arc iron tune. There we are. Right. Brilliant. Excellent. Splendid. Oh, my pitiful bank balance. How much does it loathe everything that I'm doing here? Right, let's go and observe Bingo Hazmat, because that's us done for the day here. There you go. It's the first appearance of the Alco this series. 91 of 98 on board. That's adequate. So we'll get the town, we'll get the train, we'll get the signal all in one shot. It's pretty handsome. I tell you what, even if these coaches aren't the right ones, and I'm pretty certain they're not, they do look the part. And that's half the battle. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching today. I may have to roll forward by a year simply to make some money, so that when I return we can actually do something. Otherwise, when I return, we'll just be watching the trains doing stuff. I could do an episode of just riding on trains, I suppose, but somehow that feels like we're missing a trick. Is the other one coming? It might be, but it'll be coming from a ways off. Oh no, here we go. There you go. Signal, train, work of art, trees, perfect. Oh, matching livery. That's what you want to see. You should be subscribing about now if you haven't already, and I'll catch up with you very soon. thank you very much for watching. I've left you with nothing to watch. I'll just zoom to the station, because there we go. We'll get some action in and out of the station for the 40-odd seconds that remains of this episode after I've finished this bit. Okay, these signals are all wrong now. I've got a tree in the camera. That's no good. Catch up with you soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Yeah, okay, in the previous episode, at the end of it, I laughingly said that I was going to need to watch the pennies, because that's madness. Well, we've blown through all the money we had available to us again, and hopefully those two alcos will end up generating a nice amount of profit, so that we can then go and sink that into something else. Now, this is really the part and parcel of the thing now, is what we've got to do is, firstly, build these connecting lines up to kind of sync passengers in with one another, and then repay the amount that costs to set up, along with whatever hardware we're running up and down it, so that we can then go and spend it on something else. Now, everything is being carried by the profitable routes that we've got going on, so the elimination of unprofitable routes will definitely help on that front. But there's a constant balancing act to be done. If I've got 100 million loan available to me, which I don't, I've spent it, so, that's not available. But if that's the amount that you've got to play with, then there is going to be some waiting while it tops itself back up again. And that doesn't make for compelling viewing, I can assure you. Although, I may well, in the next episode, do a Colonel Failure, save some money, shocker, episode, which is more oriented towards looking at than interacting with. I might change my mind. Don't know.